All right, everybody. Hey. I'm excited about the great news that we got via email from Mr. Beam that everyone's going to be together in school soon. I just think that is unbelievable. So excited that we can get everyone back into the building all at one time, and that we can get everyone in my room, and that we can become just second hour instead of second A and second B. I know it's a little bit of ways yet, but I'm fired up, and it's going to be awesome. I had a very busy weekend. Can't wait to tell you all about it in class on Monday and Tuesday when you bring your college letters and stamps and envelopes that we can mail. A lot of changes in the calendar. I was going to start Transcendentalism this week, Emerson and Thoreau, but I love it too much to do it separate. I am fired up to do it with everybody all at once when everyone's in my room. So we're going to push Emerson, Thoreau back a little bit, and I'm going to really focus on this essay. I will tell you, in the past with this first essay, I have really left people hanging purposefully. My English 10 kids, I was like, hey, the essay's due. Good luck. Here's the deal. And I was going to do that with you. And I did that with them the last few years so that I could really teach them after that first essay and end up using it as like a starting point. And I do know last year I didn't even put it in the grade book because the grades were so low from this first article of the month essay. And it made sense to me in my brain at that time, like let's make it really, really hard on everybody, and then they'll see the low grade and then they'll refocus and they'll really try to do better next time or whatever. I'm not going to do that this year. And I want these essays to be great very first time. And therefore, I'm going to prepare you this week. And we're going to take some time this week to get these essays ready. They are due Friday at 2 p.m. on Google Classroom. Really, if you're in class, if you're a Group B person, they're pretty much due the end of your hour that day. And my expectations are high. So today's video is specifically about the M dash, the colon, and the semicolon. So here's the deal. For full credit, okay, in that section of the rubric, you have to use one of each correctly. All right, and I want to teach all three right now. I can do it relatively quickly, and here we go. How to use the semicolon. All right, one of the ways to use the semicolon is to join two independent clauses. So this is the deal. And if you never knew how to do it before, here's your answer, right? A semicolon is the same as, it equals a comma conjunction. It is the same thing. Okay, so you can either go with comma conjunction, comma and, comma but, whatever, comma conjunction when you join two independent clauses, okay, like we've already talked about in class, or if you're in the mood and it looks better and it's really too closely linked sentences that you want to combine, it's a great place for a semicolon. I wouldn't overuse it, okay, but I think at times you can use it with this rule to really add to your writing. So here we go. Call me tomorrow and you can give me an answer then. Well, here's a comma conjunction because we have two independent clauses. Call me tomorrow. That's a sentence. Okay, you can give me an answer then. That's a sentence. We can go comma conjunction. Guess what? If you're in the mood, semicolon. Grammatically correct right there. Perfect use of a semicolon. Call me tomorrow. You can give me an answer then. Great. Okay, I actually really like it in that situation. Groups A and B will come to school together soon, comma, but we still have to finish up this week in hybrid format. Okay, here we go again, comma conjunction. And it's correct because we have two independent clauses. Hey, guess what? I'm in the mood and I want to vary my punctuation right now, semicolon. Groups A and B will come to school together soon. We still have to finish up this week in hybrid format. Perfect. Two closely related sentences. I think the semicolon is used perfectly there. So again, I wouldn't overuse it, but I would use it in this situation for sure to join two independent clauses. All right, and really maybe even a cooler way to use a semicolon. If you want me to watch this, Mr. George, check out this usage of the semicolon. I know I'm getting pretty fired up about semicolons. It's because you're all playing this video at 1.5 speed right now. Stop it. Make it regular speed. Here we go. Here's an example. Bring any two items. That's a sentence. You can go up to somebody and be like, hey, bring any two items. Here's another sentence. Sleeping bags and tents are in short supply. That's a sentence, okay? Here's a great way to use a semicolon. This setup right here where you use a semicolon, okay, and then a conjunctive adverb. You can Google right now conjunctive adverbs and look for a list of all of those. However, therefore, namely, those are three of them. There's lists of, like, if you Google it, there's going to be like 40 there, right? Whatever. And you go semicolon, conjunctive adverb, comma, to combine two independents. Here's an independent. Here's an independent. Okay, and then you do this in the middle. Very cool. Okay, and for a college professor to see that, and I'll just throw it out there instantly, it makes you look like a better writer to use it. But you better make sure that we have an independent and that we have an independent. Okay, that has to be the case. Rule number 3, I don't really care about this one much. It's to separate units of a series when one of the units contain commas. So since we have a city and then a state, and there's a comma in there. You can't use commas to separate it all, so you go with semicolons there. Rare. All right, the colon. If you never knew how to use the colon, I'm going to solve it right now. Here it is. You use a colon. This is the best way, I would say, to introduce a series, a list. You knew that, I think. Like I always use it to introduce a list. Here's the deal. The sentence before the colon has to be a complete sentence, though. Okay, it must be a complete sentence. So this is good. I want many items from the store. That's a sentence. Colon. There's the items. Perfect. Okay, this is a problem right here. I want many items from the store, including colon, flour, sugar, and butter. This is wrong. Okay, why is it wrong? What do you mean? It's not the same thing. This is not a sentence. Okay, can you walk up to me like, hey, Mr. George? I'd be like, hey, what? I want many items from the store, including, right? I'd look at you like, what's going on, right? That's not a sentence. The including cancels, okay, that colon. This is correct, just like that. Okay, the sentence before the colon must be a complete sentence. There, I said it slowly. I know you're pushing 2.0 now. All right, use a colon, name what you have earlier explained. I really like this usage too. He knew what they'd see when he took off his hat, colon. Now you say what they saw, a bald head. Okay, so this like names what it's going to be, or this describes what it's going to be, and then this names it. Okay? He was worried about the potential result, colon. What is the result? A positive test. It was that time of day they always anticipated. Well, what time of day is that? Of course, honors English 10 class. Okay, that's a great use of a colon. All three of those are correct. Okay, you really fully explain what it is, and then you name it. I like this usage a little bit better, maybe, so you can really be clear that you know how to use it. But this is good stuff right here as well. All right, M dashes. What in the world is an M dash, Mr. George? I love M dashes. College professors love M dashes. I think they're great additions to writing. Okay, and here's the best way to use them. Use a pair of M dashes in place of commas to enhance readability, and I'm going to add this and emphasize. Okay, so I'm going to teach you commas later this week, and normally you would think right here this would be commas because this is additional information put into a sentence. Mr. George, here's a sentence. Mr. George jumped into action. Okay, I don't know if I really jumped into action, but so this is additional information in the middle. Okay, stuck in there, right in the middle of the sentence, because the sentence is Mr. George jumped into action. If you want to put additional information in there, okay, commas are fine to make that information less important. If you want to emphasize that information, you put an M dash in. Okay, this is the use of the M dash. And many of you are thinking right now, where is the M dash? Well, I've got it set on my computer that when I hit the regular hyphen twice, the M dash shows up right there. You don't have that set up. Here's the M dash. You ready? Insert, special characters. You type EM, EM right there, and there it is, M dash. And you click on it, and it puts it in there. Okay, and it probably put it, right, it stuck it right where my cursor was. See right there? Okay. You can also set a shortcut to have it worked so if you hit two hyphens, it shows up. I love this, and your college professors will love this use of the M dash. Okay, if you read the central trend, my writers love the M dash. Don't use the M dash for an appositive. Okay, Mr. George, our English teacher, covered the M dash today. Okay, no, that's just an appositive. That's just renaming who I am, Mr. George. So here's a sentence. Mr. George covered the M dash today. This is just renaming me. I'm just our English teacher. Okay, that is not the time to use M dashes. Okay, it can also be used in place of a colon. It's a little bit sketchy to use it this way, but you can do it. You know what you need to do. Read. The white sand, the warm water, the sparkling sun. This is what brought them to the beach. I like this second one better than the first one. This one I really think seems like a colon would be great right there. But the M dash gives you some freedom as a writer. If you're like, gosh, is it comma? Is this an independent? What is this? The M dash can really, really solve that problem for you. All right, so there's my video on those three. Here's the deal. You got to use one of each correctly in your essay to get full credit on your punctuation variety. I hope the video wasn't too long. I know you played it at 2.0 anyway. People that are at home, you know what you're supposed to do. Check the schedule. You got Membean, you got reading, you got working on your essay, and you got to watch this video to make sure you use those correctly. I will see you tomorrow or Tuesday. Catch you later.